how's it going, guys, and welcome back. The day is finally here. If you're watching this when the video goes out, I actually do have a private view of this because the developers were nice enough to send me a link so that I could have this video out to coincide with the Kickstarter launch, because usually, if you don't know, I'll generally put out a video the next day because I need time to make the video. But yeah, so when you guys are watching this video, the Kickstarter will be officially live for Lumentale. I'll leave it linked below, but if you notice it says like $0 and stuff like that, I'm recording this a day early. Anyways, there's a brand new Kickstarter trailer. If you don't know what Lumintail is, stick around. I think you're gonna really like it. It's a 2.5D monster taming RPG in the vein of something like Pokemon or Coromon or Nexomon. It's got, the aesthetic is really nice, sort of reminds me of Cassette Beast a little bit. All around, it just looks sick. So I'm gonna leave you guys with the trailer to begin with. Then we're going to head into all the Kickstarter stuff because who wants to read? I got you guys on that. Then we'll leave the Kickstarter linked below. And as always, disclaimer, if you back something on Kickstarter, make sure you do all the research you can. I'm going to read this all out to you. I'm going to give my personal opinions, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to actually pledge money. Anyways, that said, I'm going to start you guys off with a Lumentale Kickstarter trailer, and I'll see you on the other side of it. So, can I just say that was the first time I actually watched through the new Kickstarter trailer. I wanted to save it. I gotta say, compared to a lot of the Kickstarter games we see, and this is no shade, but like this game is like kind of like a level above. Like the visuals look great, the gameplay looks clean. It's looking pretty good. So we're gonna, free demo coming to Steam during the campaign. That I didn't even know about. Okay, so this is something I didn't know about either. They never mentioned this. Okay, so there's going to be a demo. That's definitely good. You can follow them on all their social media platforms. I'll leave their stuff linked below. So let's talk about Lumental. What is Lumental? So Lumental Memory of Trey, or Memories of Trey rather, that's the actual title of the game, is a game of exploration, experiences, and emotion. It is born out of our love for the monster collector genre and our mixed feelings about its current state. During the game, you'll play as Trey while exploring the land of Talia, a vast region filled with mysteries. After a certain event, you'll be set on a journey to regain your memories and learn all about the deep hate and separation that afflicts the land. Your guiding light will be the legend about a mysterious desire, but will that be true? Will there be a price to pay? Discover this and a lot more in Lumental Memories of Trey. The Animons, which are the monsters in the game. The Animons are a mythical creature that inhabits the universe of Lumental. They're made of special energy that flows throughout the whole world, but not much more is known of their nature. Since ancient times, humans have tried to study and learn more about them, all driven by one striking characteristics all of the Animons have. They're capable of affecting the feelings and interacting with the very soul of the living being. This extraordinary trait has sparked deep curiosity in humankind, leading to countless efforts to uncover the truth about their origin. And here you can see some of the designs. I think the designs are pretty strong so far in this game. They're beings incapable of being hurt by traditional means, as the only thing that can consistently hurt them must be specialized in dealing with world energy. Fortunately, although some are aggressive and dangerous, others are incredibly friendly and loyal companions. Yes, you can't just shoot them in the head. This ain't Pal World. In time, just before when the figure of the Lumen came into existence, the humans had acknowledged their existence, and finally, a pacific coexistence between them had started. From that moment on, human civilization experienced exponential growth, new kinds of technologies were born, and the quality of life increased by the biggest amount in history, both humans and Animons. The collaboration born from them seemed to be infinite potential until an unexpected event had happened. Talia was a largely populated land, and in time, this is the lore by the way now, people came in to be united under the flag of a single empire. The Emperor was a great human and didn't just unite all of the people of Talia, but was also the protagonist of their coexistence with Anatons. So they're already kind of setting up a backstory for if they decide to do like a... I said Anatons, I meant Animons. They're already setting up like a backstory if they ever wanted to make like a Lumental 0 or something. During his reign, the Empire knew only wellness and prosperity, and the people came to love the Emperor for the blissful times he brought forth. But just as things were looking bright, the Emperor passed away without naming a successor. The princes, two twins, started a fight for control over the throne that broke into a civil war, causing the very empire to split in two, and each part following one of them. The conflict that broke out was one of the darkest ones in history. There's hatred, destruction, and pain over Talia in any shape or form. At that time, a part of the old military empire decided to do all that was possible to stop or at least amend what was happening up until that point. For the people completely stricken by fear and anxiety, they were the ray of light that brought them hope in the everlasting darkness. And as such, lumens were born. What are lumens? Are lumens a people? Because I noticed that the Trey guy has like a metal-looking arm. Nowadays, everyone in Talia dreams of becoming a lumen, although it's not a simple task at all. Single lumens cooperate with a team of Animons in order to fulfill their duties and are often reunited in bigger squadrons that oversee their own provinces. They're like agents or guards that supervise all important matters concerning Animons and are oftentimes respected and seen as heroes. But that's not all. A long time ago, lumens all over Talia organized a friendly competition to determine the strongest squadron and strongest lumen among them, and this tradition has come a long way. They're seen as athletes in competition. Okay, so it's kind of like Galar in that sense. The world. After a long time, the conflict between the two factions had stopped, but to this day, Talia is split between two sides that once fought. They live by very different ideals, and to this day they completely hate each other. In recent times, a company called Ari was created, and by working as a mediator between the two factions, it has now become a third faction that maintains balance. So I'm assuming that that's who you're going to be with. Other than that, it's made a name for itself by being the biggest backer and supporter of lumens all over the world by providing tools, funds, and facilities for them to use. As for the two factions' ideals, they're too different to be together. The North faction strongly believes that progress is the only way to live. Their credo is about pursuing it no matter what might be against it, as long as it doesn't bring harm to anyone. Meanwhile, the South faction is all about tradition. They feel that everything their ancestors left them is just too important to simply be discarded, and pursuing progress and technology despite that is like disregarding everything that came before is useless. Okay, so you got that kind of like tradition versus new age type thing. That being said, they're still fundamentally dependent on each other for one reason or another, and as of such, it's unlikely for the conflict between them to ever spark again. But that same conflict is still going nowadays, as the competition between Lumen takes that in Talia. Each one of these factions treasure their Lumen and strong roots for them whenever the time for the competition comes. This is why Lumen are considered special, sometimes even VIP, with exclusive access to places and people that normal people would not be able to get to. The Anna Space. The Anna Space is a special place that doesn't belong anywhere in the world. Some well-known scientists are still studying it, while others already see its potential. When Animons are caught with the Holoken, they are sent into Anna Space, and Animon Link is created that allows you to summon them back and forth. Oh, you can customize it with the Animons and stuff. That's really cool. You'll also be able to visit Anna Space to look at your caught Animons themselves. So you have like different customization options. That's pretty cool. The Overworld. So now we're getting into some of the gameplay stuff. And again, I apologize if this video is going to be long. There's a lot to get through, and I don't want to miss any of it. In Lumental, the Overworld will be a core part of gameplay. Stunning landscapes and enigmatic. I always have trouble pronouncing that name. I'm sorry, that word. Ambient puzzles will keep their player engaged continuously while being immersed in a world with Animons roaming around. Hidden treasures, lost ruins, and mysterious dungeons will be waiting all over Talia. The gameplay. The gameplay of Lumental will feature a lot of minigames, exploration, and ambient puzzles, but the main gameplay revolves around the interaction with Animon. There are two ways of interacting with Animons: by using the Holoken in the Overworld or by fighting them in battle. The Holoken is a device that was created in ancient times and is the main tool the Lumens use to catch and fight with Animons. Although its shape is similar to a yo-yo, it's a launching system and is oftentimes implemented in a particular way to enable the user to be more comfortable. By launching it and bumping it into an Animon, the Holoken will trigger a mechanism that, by using a Billa, a little special marble, will begin catching the catching sequence. During that time frame, a little minigame will start that might increase the catch success. Oh, okay. In some cases, Animon will be able to caught directly and require multiple throws to be caught. So you kind of have that like overworld catching from Legends Arceus mixed in with like the minigame system from Nexomon. Very interesting. Performing a successful catch will give you back the Billia with an Animon link. Caught Animons are sent to Anna Space, but by using the Billia with an Animon link in conjunction with the Holoken, you can summon them back. That's not all. Using Bilius with Animon links will allow you to use its elemental powers through the Holoken. In this way, some specific puzzles in the game... Okay, this is cool. This kind of moves to like what Cassette Beats is kind of doing, where when you progress the story, you catch a flying monster, and then you get wings so you could glide in certain areas. So here you can see like different elemental abilities you could use. That's pretty cool. The battles are what I'm really excited about, because obviously it's an RPG. Let's see what they have to say about it. Battles are the bread and butter of every RPG, and in that case, it is for Lumental too. By battling Animons, you defeat and gain XP, or you can try to catch them. Also, if you meet certain parameters while battling, your catch is basically assured. In Lumental, battles are divided into actions. Every Animon can perform an action a certain amount of times, but depending on the performed one, the next ones might be affected. How actions are performed depends on action speed points, a battle-only value that is calculated based on an Animon's speed stat. The fewer action speed points the Animon has, the quicker it'll move. Every action increases these points by a value called action cost. While some actions have predefined costs, switching, using an item, etc., others cost depending on what the action does. For example, each skill an Animon can perform has its own action cost. It's kind of like an ATB battle too, right? The battle system is all about choosing the right order in which to use an action, picking the best action to use, and strategizing against your opponents. The attributes. All Animon share one common feature. All of them are capable of assuring some emotion in their beholder. Arousing. Based on this, humans have chosen to give one of 5 attributes to each of the Animons based on their emotion. So you have Felicis, the attribute of joy and happiness, Mestis, the attribute of gloom and sadness, Furor, the attribute of anger and wrath, Horrens, the attribute of fear and anxiety, and Cerium, the attribute of calm and tranquility. Moreover, each of these attributes interact with an emotional status an Anemon can have. So, Phyllis's Anemon are healed more by the ecstatic status. Mestis Anemon suffer less from the melancholic status. Fear Anemon's damage increases with the berserk status. Horin's Anemon are less likely to be paralyzed by the scared status. And Cerium Anemon are less likely to be affected by all 4 statuses. The elements, so there's these I guess like emotion categories, and then there's actual elements. Originally there were only 12, but as civilization advanced, one more element came into existence, bringing it to 13. So you have electric, virus, which controls plaguing and noxious energy, so sort of like poison. Anomalous seems to be like psychic and ghost. The chakra element controls internal energy. The demon element controls dark and fiendish energy. The geo element controls rocky and mineral energy. The ancient element controls the energy that flows through the world in its purest state. Grass controls nature. Fire is fire. Ice controls the cold and frozen energy. The aura element controls light, windy, and benevolent energy. The water element controls aquatic and fluid energy, and the data element controls informatic and signals energy. So data is kind of like Temtem's digital type. I'm digging it. I think more games should do that. By skillfully combining attributes, statuses, elements, and skills, Anemons can engage in incredible battles. Oh, they got cards. The world of Lumental is magic and mysterious, but shares many similarities with our own world. Entrepreneurs are always looking for a chance to take a dim, and seeing Lumen's popularity, they decided to make a TCG. Oh, so this is in the game. In Lumental, you'll be able to collect digital cards representing characters or Anemons in all kinds of situations. There will be rarities for them, starting from common, uncommon, foil, rare, to the rarest of them, power. Furthermore, some rare and all power cards will feature jaw-dropping full art of their subject. So just cool collectibles, right? Which is nice. You need side activities, you need stuff like that in the game to make it more fun and engaging. So we got rewards. So these are the backer rewards, right? So we got backer rewards, and then we also have just their community goals and stuff. I'm not going to go through like all of the music and stuff like that. Again, it'll be linked below. You could check it out. We heard some of the music during the Kickstarter, which the Kickstarter trailer, which, you know, was pretty good. But we're going to go through rewards and then stretch goals, because I think those are more important. So for $1, or I guess €1, you get the digital wallpapers. It's usually pretty basic. The next one for €16 is a Lumen's Birth. Be among the first to support us and get a discount on a Lumen's Birth reward. You'll additionally get an additional starter promo card inside the game. There's like an early bird version. That's what the green is. A Lumen Song for 30. You'll get a digital soundtrack. A Lumen's Essence for 40. You'll want to learn. Okay, you get another. You'll want to learn everything about it. Get both digital art book and soundtrack for the game. Okay. Lumen's Achievement. You'll be able to think up an achievement under our direction and see it in the game. That's pretty cool for 50. Lumen's Companion. One of the best things about the adventure is the companions. Okay, so this is the same one. So basically you get to do that. I'm kind of curious about something. Hold on. I'm trying to see if there's like a game tier. Here we go. Get the game. Okay, here we go. Sorry. So a Lumen's Birth, and then there's a Lumen's Birth early bird. So for €16, if you're one of the first 75, you can get the game, basically, right? For €20, if you're not one of the first whatever, you get the game. So I was looking for that because a lot of Kickstarters make the mistake of putting their game behind like a really large tier, and I was starting to get worried that that's what they did, but no, they did it for 20, so that's very fair. So for Lumen's Companion, you get, okay, so companions along the way, get 2 digital game copies, and a plushie. Oh, it's a Lampec. Okay, I'm probably getting this one. Furthermore, you'll also get 3 standard digital packs and 1 Kickstarter exclusive digital pack of the Lumental digital trading start. Yeah, so that's cool. It's like the cards are just like skins, right? So they're just cosmetic. So it's fine for them to have like exclusive Kickstarter stuff for that. A Lumen's Development. You'll get access to the closed beta build and the Backer Plus Discord role. Plus all previous tiers, so that's probably what I'm going to end up getting. Then you got a Lumen's Nonsense. That's a Lost Anemon Starter, the exclusive Anispace furniture set. It's a lot of stuff. And then when you get to the crazy ones, I'm not going to get too much into that, but there's a lot of stuff here, okay? If you're thinking about back in €8,500, you become a hero, okay? So for stretch goals, it's €75,000 to get the game funded. I think that's very doable for them. I think the game already has a lot of hype behind it. And given the fact that they've developed Pokemon Xenoverse, which, by the way, they don't even use the fact that they've done that anywhere at the beginning of the Kickstarter campaign. I feel like they could use that as a pretty big, like, reason to back them. But surprisingly, they didn't, which, I mean, good for them, right? Like, they're standing on their own 2 feet. I think the trailer speaks a lot for itself. But anyways, if you get 80,000, you get, that's where the housing system comes into the Anaspace. 90,000 is for console porting. So if you guys want this on Switch, we got to get this thing to 90,000. Game opening vocals will be for 100,000. Oh, this person worked on Dark Souls? Cool. By Emmy Evans. 25 more Animons at 110,000. Game cover by Tokiya Sakuba at 125,000. 150,000 will be procedural levels, and there's like hidden ones, right? You know, they've had to have set this stuff up prior to be able to even have it as a stretch goal, so they've already talked to these people. Very interesting. And then they have some community goals, right? I'll leave all their social media linked below. And then you get some information about the team. Here's where they mention the Xenoverse stuff, which again, this is important. Like, a lot of people will say, oh, well, they don't have any game experience. Pokemon Xenoverse might be a fan game, but it's still a good freaking game. Okay, like, it has a lot of its own fake mon. It has a lot of its own, like, the whole story is its own. So you can use that. A lot of Kickstarter games that go live don't have any previous experience. These guys do. So Beehive Studios is a game development studio based in Italy, and development team is behind the popular game Xenoverse, Pokemon Xenoverse. We've been working in the monster collector genre for almost 8 years now, and we know the ropes of it pretty well. This time we're putting all of our experiences as both developers and players into Lumental, and then you get the rest of the stuff. So I'm hoping to get it on Switch. I'm personally probably going to get it on PC, but I mean, I'm hoping it gets to Switch. I think this game's going to be pretty good. That's pretty much it. I'm sorry if this was very long-winded. I did this all in one take, basically. That's kind of like what I like to do for these Kickstarters. It's more of like a reaction and discussion video. So let me know, guys. Did this video make you want to back the project? Or are you going to wait a little bit? Does this game look good, bad, whatever? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm personally backing it, probably for beta, so I can... I don't know if the beta is going to be open for content creators. It didn't say, I don't believe. But if I'm allowed to... It says closed beta, but closed just means closed to, like, outside people. I don't know if it's going to let you stream it or whatever. If it does, I'll do that for you guys. If not, it'll still act as a good way for me to get prepared for when the game does fully launch. Hey guys, really quick, I forgot, and I noticed this while I was editing, there's a roadmap. So they began working on the game in January 2022, as you can see. The Kickstarter campaign is exactly 1 year later, and I gotta say, for a year, the game looks pretty damn good. The closed beta is expected to show up in March 2024, and the full game is gonna come out in December 2024. So I think that's pretty realistic if you consider the fact that the game was nothing a year ago, and it looks this good. I think another year, almost 2 years, makes sense for their development time, especially based on the progress they've made thus far. So yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in there real quick. I forgot about it, so enjoy. So anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the video, like and subscribe for daily monster taming videos. You can check out my Discord, Patreon, all that fun stuff. Check out Lumental as well. All social media linked below. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.